Hi everyone, welcome back to the new video in continuation to the about India. We have discussed that our country, India, is the 7th largest country in the world and also the second populous country. It lies in the southern Asia and it is officially known as Republic of India. So today we are going to start with the political divisions of our country. So here the length of our country from top to bottom, that is from north to south, it is 3214 kilometers, and its length from west to east is 2933 kilometers. So we were saying the length of our country. So we were saying the length, that is width and length from top to bottom, it is 3214 kilometers, and from east to west it is 2933 kilometers, where even in this slide you can see the IST, Indian Standard Meridian, which was 82.5 degree east longitude, which passes through Mirzapur of Uttar Pradesh. Next is the coastal line. So including the outer boundaries, even we are discussing about its coastal line with the length of a country. So here the coastal line includes Lakshadweep Islands and also Andaman and Nicobar with a distance of 7516.6 kilometer. So the coastal area of our country is longest, which also includes the Lakshadweep Islands and Andaman and Nicobar with 7516.6 kilometer length. So here in this slide, even you can see the coastal areas with the regional names. So when you take this Orissa, the part, it is called as Utkal Plain, and the coastal region of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu is called as Coromandel Coast, and the coastal region of Kerala is called as Malabar Coast, and the coastal region of Maharashtra, Goa and Karnataka, they have an original or the regional name as Konkan Coast. Even this, the Utkal Plain, including the Orissa and Andhra Pradesh until this West Godavari, this is termed as Northern Circus. So this was our coastal line, and here you can see the coastal states even. It starts from Gujarat at the west, followed by Maharashtra, Goa, Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Orissa and West Bengal. So here in the coastal line, you can see the coastal states including this Lakshadweep and also Andaman and Nicobar, and also the regional names of this coastal plains including the west and east sides of Arabian and Bay of Bengal. The next is, here we have given the clear outcut of the length and width and also the coastal line of our country. So by this you can say it was very large. So generally our country was ruled by a form of government called parliamentary form of government. So ruling this largest length and width on the coastal areas with the different states, it is difficult to manage the country from one place. So our Indian Constitution gave the right to the central government to make it as states. So here our India is divided into 28 states and also 8 union territories for the administrative convenience. So here the 28 states are divided based on the language the people speak in different areas. So here in this slide, even you can see the different states, the 28 states. So it starts from Himachal Pradesh and Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Jharkhand, West Bengal, Odisha, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, Telangana, Goa, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram and Tripura. So all the 28 states and even the capitals has been given here. So you can see the Himachal Pradesh capital is Shimla, and for Punjab and Haryana co-jointly it is Chandigarh, and Rajasthan capital is Jaipur, and Gujarat's capital is Gandhinagar, Maharashtra Mumbai, Karnataka Bangalore, Kerala Thiruvananthapuram, Tamil Nadu Chennai, Andhra Pradesh Amaravati, Telangana Hyderabad, Chhattisgarh Raipur, Odisha Bhubaneswar, Jharkhand Ranchi, West Bengal Kolkata, Bihar Patna, Uttar Pradesh Lucknow, Uttarakhand Dehradun, and even for the seven sisters, that is Arunachal Pradesh Itanagar, Assam Dispur, Meghalaya Shillong, Nagaland Kohima, Manipuri Imphal, Mizoram Aizawl, and finally Sikkim, its capital is Gangtok. So here I have shown you the 28 states with its capital. So previously I have said that these states are divided based upon the language what they speak. For example, Tamil Nadu was divided because the people there to speak is Tamil. Kerala, they speak Malayalam. Karnataka, Kannada. Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, both they speak Telugu. Maharashtra, Marathi. Gujarati. And Madhya Pradesh, Hindi. Odisha, Odia. And the same sense. Almost all the North India, they have a Hindi as a first and other local languages as second and third languages. So when we compared with these states, the largest state in area is Rajasthan and smallest state in area wise is Goa. When compared with the population, the most populous state in our country is Uttar Pradesh and the least population state is Sikkim. Next is we are going to discuss about the union territories. So what are these union territories? How it have been defined? Who it defined it? So here the States Reorganization Commission in the year 1956, it has recommended to change or to have a new name for the some places. So actually the term here it is whether it is not a part of a country or they were too small in size and population. So here what I mean to say is it is neither a part of our India. Once we got our independence, immediately the other places are also not ready to join or they don't have the independence. So that places, they were under the control of some colonial government. Those and the other states, the other places which were too small either in the size or population to declare it as a state and they cannot rule themselves. So that places has been termed as union territories. So actually each state has its administrative, legislative and judicial capitals. So every state is ruled by a chief minister. But here we don't have such facilities because they are very small in size and the population is not that much as compared with the state. So what we have done is we have termed it as a union territory. So here they are administered by Union Government of India through the Lieutenant Governor. So here the Lieutenant Governor will be ruling this union territories. So in this map you can see the union territories. So here These union territories are Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Delhi, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Puducherry, Lakshadweep, and Daman and Diu and Dadra Nagar Haveli. So actually here previously Jammu and Kashmir is a state, but it has been bifurcated into two union territories, that is Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. This was being taken as an act and passed by the Parliament on 6th August 2020. And also here, so we have 8 union territories, and also one more thing, this Daman and Diu and also this Dadra Nagar Haveli, these are also has been mixed together. So that is from 26 January 2020. So the UT, that is Union Territory, Daman and Diu, Dadra and Nagar Haveli have become a single union territory. And even this Jammu Kashmir, that is on 5th August. And therefore we have 8 union territories. So here these union territories, they are 8, and also even you can see the difference between the state governments and union governments. Previously I said you that the union territories will never rule by themselves. They will be under the control of union government. With the help of lieutenant government, it will be ruled. So out of the 8 union territories in India, 3 union territories have their own legislatures. Those are Delhi, Puducherry, Jammu and Kashmir. Each union territory has its own capital. So here we'll discuss the differences between the state and union territories. A state has its own administrative unit with their own elected government. But whereas in the union territory, we have a constituent units which will be controlled and administered by the central government. In the state, executive head will be the governor, whereas in the union territory, executive head is the president. In the state, the relationship with the center is federal, but in the union territory, unitary with the center, that is all the power rests in the hands of union, that is nothing but central government. Here in the state government, it will be administered by the chief minister who was elected by the people, but here the administration will be done by the lieutenant governor who was appointed by the president, except at Delhi, Puducherry and Jammu Kashmir, where the elections will be held and they will be having their own legislature. And here at the state, the chief minister is a real head. There at the union territory, the lieutenant is a real head. So here even you can see this capitals of union territories. So here Andaman and Nicobar Islands, its capital is Port Blair, and which was founded on the year 1956 on 1st November. Chandigarh, a union territory, its capital is Chandigarh. It was founded on 1st November 1966. Dadra and Nagar Haveli and Daman and Diu. So this union territory have Daman as its capital combinedly, and it was founded on 26 January 2020. Delhi, its capital is New Delhi. It was founded on 9th May 1905. Jammu and Kashmir, so its capital, summer capital is Srinagar and its winter capital is Jammu. This was founded on 31st October 2019. Lakshadweep's capital is Kavaratti. This was founded on 1st November 1956. Puducherry, its capital is Pondicherry. It was also founded on 1st November 1954. And Ladakh, its capital is Leh, which was founded on 31st October 2019. So here I'll conclude the session with this end, and still we'll have a continuation for this in the next videos. Please subscribe the channel for the other videos, like it and share it. Thank you everyone.